How's it going, guys? You're watching the Nomadic tool review. It's my first video, and I want to go over specifically these two tools that I picked up in a recent tool haul from Home Depot. Picked up a few other things that I'm going to be covering in a later video, including these work lights that I'm using to light my space right now because it is dark. Anyways, so I had been looking at getting a pair of these mini flush cutters for a while. I'd seen some reviews on them, mainly from like Last Best Tool. He had a bunch of different videos on various little flush cutters, and they just seemed like a super handy thing to have. And so I'd been keeping my eye out for a pair. I really want to get the Kleins, but they're like $15, which really isn't that bad. But when I saw these, it was a set of both of these, and it was $17. So mini flush cutters and these little needle nose. So I thought that was a steal, and just wanted to go over a couple of other things that I had been cutting zip ties with and compare them, because these things are fantastic. So, I mean, normally what I'd use, just a utility knife and try to cut that, and that's never good. This is an old Powercraft, one of the super safe ones that can't retract. On the Powercraft theme, little needle nose. It does do okay, not bad. About a pair of little Knipex combinations, not very good. Another Crescent, the high leverage dikes, side cutters, horrible. These old USA Craftsman's, better, but still pretty sharp. You can see the Craftsman's are a lot more flush than these are, but none of those compare to that. That's lovely. And I noticed in some of the reviews on Last Best Tool, he's talking about some of these jaws didn't seem to come together flush, and I don't know if you can hear that. I can catch my fingernail on that. These jaws don't come together perfect, but that cuts fine. It cuts easy, and it's flush. It's smooth. I can't feel anything on that zip tie. So regardless of how that fitment is, these cut well. And I really like how this spring is done. If we can get that in focus. My lighting is less than ideal with these work lights. But yeah, so it has this, the flat spring goes up under the handle. It's held in here and presses against the side of that handle. So it engages right about there. You can see it compressing. That's going to be a much more durable system than having a spring in between them. Because those always get caught and stretched and pop out of place. That's not going anywhere, and that's going to be a very, very durable spring system. So, personally not a big fan of spring-loaded pliers, but if you're going to do it, that's a smart way to do it. So I had been seeing a lot of things on these and been wanting to get a pair, and just playing around a little bit since I got them, which was just today. These are going to be super handy. Only thing that I don't like about them is you see that little bit of light at the base. The cutters don't go all the way back, so if you take it and you push all the way in. There we go. It doesn't cut because you're going into that space where the cutters aren't. So you just have to be a little mindful and actually make sure you put it on the cutters. But as long as you're on the cutters, it's beautiful. And then of course they came with these little needle nose. They have the same spring mechanism on the handle. And I'm not exactly sure what gauge wire this is. This is it's pretty thick. It's a solid wire. We'll get in here and let's watch to see if there's any deflection on those. If I bend that, and there's no deflection. Even if I go all the way out to the very tip of those and then bend it, maybe a tiny bit of deflection, but like that's overkill for what these are going to do. And those tips are super fine and precise. They don't, yeah, you can see the light there between them. They don't lead up in the back, but they do. You can see where they've rounded in the front. From there forward, they meet up really nice, and that's really where you're going to be doing a lot of your work. And if you're grabbing back here, it's probably going to be something bigger anyways. But yeah, I figured for $2 more than just the Klein snips, the Klein flush cutters, for $2 more, getting the mini needle nose, that was a pretty good deal. So yeah, I just wanted to show those off. First video for the channel. Look forward to a lot more. I have a lot of tools, a lot of old tools, and looking forward to sharing the tool addiction hobby with everyone, and hope everyone enjoys. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.